Hey guys, welcome to another daily dose of Greatness Quest. And today I have some good news for you, and I've got some bad news. The good news is that you're usually wrong. You're wrong. And but the good news is your opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. That's the subject of today's episode. It's called You're Wrong. But your opinion doesn't matter, but that doesn't matter. I know you're going to love the show.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a daily dose of greatness quest with your host Trevor Crane, my daddy. He's going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool.
All right, so if you are watching this on video right now, you're going to see that I'm in my war room. That's what we're calling my room on the top of the stairs here in my house. We've got a big whiteboard, and I'm about to shoot a few training videos today. And I was thinking about this subject. In fact, I learned about it, or I just read about it from my brother, Russell Brunson, who was telling me that oftentimes in his marketing, he's wrong. And oftentimes when he's doing a split test and he's saying, I don't know, should it be some of this or should it be that? You know, and he makes a guess. He says, you know what? This is what I think we should launch. Like he's looking at two funnels and he's like, let's do a split test. Should we do this one or this one? Should we make this offer or that offer? And 80-90% of the time, he's wrong. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I thought, oh my God, I'm just in love with this gal. I hope that I can spend the rest of my life with her. And I was wrong. I thought I should be in one career or another career. And I was wrong. I started my water sports and parasail business at one stage, and I spent $5,000 on building on painting my parasail boat. And I was living in Naples, Florida. We had a contract at the Ritz-Carlton, and I was so excited because that's like it was the #1 resort in the country. And I was like, well, we're going to get this brand new parasail boat. I borrowed all this money, my buddy and I did, and we bought this brand new parasail boat, and it was stark white. And the builder said, you know what? To stand out, what you need to do is put a paint job on this thing. And we've got a professional painter here who can paint the outside of your boat. What do you want? And so my buddy and I spent $5,000 painting the outside of this boat, and we put sea creatures on it. We almost named the boat Great Escape, which we thought was like a really cool thing. I still think it's really cool. But we let me just share with you that with the turtle we painted on the side, the manatee that we painted on the side, the dolphin we painted on the side, the octopus we painted on the side of this thing, what we had this idea was we'd sell t-shirts and we'd merchandise with turtles, manatees, dolphins, octopus. We thought we live in Florida, we're on the coast, we're in the water, this makes a lot of sense. $5,000 on a paint job, and not once did we get a client because of the paint job on our boat. We were wrong. And then I thought, you know what? What we need to do is we need to get those t-shirts done. So I hired another artist to draw all the pictures for our t-shirts that we did, and I had them made up, and I don't know what I spent, but a lot of money and a lot of time on making this beautiful turtle swimming underwater and stuff, and it was really cool. We had these t-shirts made. I had t-shirts made with manatees on them. And the t-shirts I thought were cool. In fact, I put a logo on the front of my shirt. And we used to put like a left breast logo because that's the way it was done back in the day. And nobody wanted these damn t-shirts. They didn't like the turtle. They didn't like the manatee. I mean, every once in a while we'd sell them. But what I thought I liked and I wanted was not what our audience wanted. In fact, what we ended up, when I started just finally learning how to sell a t-shirt and learning how to listen and ask questions and test my marketing. Before I spent $5,000 or hired an artist or created all of this stuff, what we found sold best was something I did not want. It wasn't something I liked. We had, what ended up was the best-selling t-shirt we ever had was a huge yellow smiley face with a red tongue sticking out of it. We put that on the back of we put that on the front of the shirt. I can't remember. Was that on the front or the back? I don't even remember. But that's what people like. This, as gaudy as it could be. And actually what sold the best was a tie-dye shirt. A big, loud tie-dye shirt. Not a really nice, white, gray with a little logo on the back and a boat. No. What ended up happening, I was wrong. So the fun thing about this is I'm now helping people in my business with their storytelling. I help people tell their story in such a way that it can connect with their core audience. And what I find is that my great idea and your great idea and your opinion and my opinion are good. And sometimes we are in the right vicinity, like we're going in the right direction, but oftentimes we're just butt-ass wrong. And that's okay. The good thing about this is you don't have to be perfect. You just need to be good enough. We make it good enough and then we go. When I'm helping people with a book and I'm reviewing my webinar that I've done, and I've got notes up on this whiteboard that's behind me because I'm reviewing the content of the webinar to make it even better. I've got new things that are coming out about this webinar to make it better, to help people more so that they can go ahead and win. And then, yes, it's an invitation for people to work with me. If you want to go to that webinar, go to epicauthor.com and you'll see the newest webinar I have out. But here's my point, is that when I'm working with my clients and they start telling their story and they want to write their book and they want to improve their marketing and they want to create a message that connects with their core audience, we don't guess. We don't gamble. We test and we market and we try. We make our best. We come up with an opinion and we know that we're probably going to be wrong. We create a plan, and the plan is to talk to our core audience and find out what they want. Now, here's a key thing. You may go ahead and say, Trev, I know that. That makes total sense. I do that. Makes total sense. I do that. I know what my clients want. I know what the people want that I try to serve. But here's the thing. When I start helping people write their book, I'm going to give you a little insight to what I'm about to teach. I don't have them sit down and write their book. In fact, 9 times out of 10, I tell them to stop writing their book. Instead of writing their book, I have them go into promotion. I have them go into promotion and start talking about their book before they create it. And here's the crazy thing that you will find when you go to sell something, when you go to try to get somebody to do something. Just because people say that they will do something, that they will buy something, that they will take action, because you will start to, maybe you'll take my advice and you're going to go, you know what, dude, that sounds like it makes a lot of sense. Maybe sometimes I am wrong. Maybe my opinion doesn't matter. Maybe I should test my messaging before I go out and sell it, before I go write the whole book, before I create the webinar, before I paint my boat. Maybe you'll do that and you'll talk to some people and they'll say one thing and do another. Now, I don't know about you, but I've said one thing and done another. And when I was in college, we did this marketing. I was a senior in college and I studied marketing. And as one of our projects, we went and found a real client who needed some help. And we did marketing research and we took surveys of people that might come in and buy their mattresses or bed or furniture or whatever that store actually sold. And we found out that they said, oh yes, if it was XYZ, I would buy it. And here's what they said, but then we gave them that and then they didn't do it. And I can't tell you how many times people will write a book, create a course, build a funnel, spend all the time creating the videos, all the trainings for it. I have done this. Maybe you've done this as well. And people will even, and you'll do this on the back of research. You will find out what they say they want, and yet they won't buy. Like, what did you do wrong? You asked. You listened, you took their advice, and now you created it and you built it and they don't buy. Here's the reason why. Like when I'm helping people with a book and I'm about to do the training for my new webinar and I'm looking in my office. If you're just listening to this on audio, I've got a big whiteboard with 2 big posters on them. One is about my wife and one of her books, and one of them was about one of my books, how to make big money with your book without selling a single copy. The whole premise of that book is to find out what people will buy. See, when people vote with their credit card, when people buy something from you, now you've really learned, you've got some marketing research. So when I'm helping people publish a book, and a lot of creators and artists don't like this because they just want to create something amazing and help people. But I don't guess with our marketing. I don't guess with your countless hours and time of how you go create a book, create a funnel, create a webinar, create a video. We don't guess, we test. You know, there's a cool quote that is from Brandon Powlin, that the path is math. When people vote with their credit cards, you know. When they tell you, they might say one thing, but what they do can be entirely different. So what we do in our book program, when I'm helping people craft a marketing message and your book becomes your most powerful marketing tool, we test our marketing. We don't guess. And then so my challenge for you today is to stop guessing, stop gambling, and start knowing what the hell's going on by selling the vision and the mission for what you believe in and what you offer and how you help people. And doing that today. Selling the vision and the mission first before you go create the path, before you go build the whole program, before you go build the whole course and the whole support system. Because the path is math. And when people vote with their dollars in my program, I spend 90 days of helping people promote their message to make sales. My average client will add an extra 10 extra clients before they ever write a word of their book. 10 extra clients, and not like $27 clients either. My first book, I don't know if I have it here, was called High Paying Clients. I help my clients craft an irresistible offer that takes them from invisibility to in demand. An irresistible offer is something that people want to buy, and hopefully it's a high ticket offer, something over $1,000. So imagine selling 10 of those before you even wrote one word of your book. Like, how badass would that be? Because here's the thing. Swallow your pride, swallow your ego. Just know, look in the mirror. How many freaking times have you been wrong? Has science been wrong? You know what? There's 4 food groups and you should eat all this low-fat shit. Wrong. You need healthier fats. You don't need to eat all those polyurethane saturated fats. They said that you should not drink whole milk, or first of all, they said whole milk is healthy for you back in the day, back in the 70s. They're like, whole milk is where it's at. Then they took that off the thing and they're, no, that's not, we were wrong. Sorry about that. It's a 2% milk. Then a little while later, they're like, no, you shouldn't do that. You should drink skim milk. So man, I remember taking the journey. They were wrong. They were wrong that the world was flat, man. They were wrong. Then they said, what you need to drink is soy milk. So I started drinking soy milk. Then they're like, oh, no, hold on. Soy's bad for you. We're wrong. Soy's bad for you. You should drink rice milk. Oh, hold on. Whoops. No, wrong. You shouldn't drink any milk. Hold on. No, you know what you can drink is coconut milk. Like a freaking dude. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed, but I do know that oftentimes you are wrong. And that's okay. Just do the best you can and get out and test your message. And if you'd like some help, my last podcast was about how you can book a free 15-minute call with me. And I'd highly advise that you check out my webinar first at epicauthor.com. I'm cutting a new one here really soon. And if you go to epicauthor.com, you get the most recent version of my webinar, and we'll have some badass time together. I'm taking 15-minute calls out of my repertoire, though. Those are going to be run by my head coaches in the future, and I'm going to do very few of those. You might skim in and still get in on one so we can connect and I can help you craft a message that matters to your audience. But that's all I got for you today. Went on a little longer than I thought it would, but I care about you. I love you, and I got on a rant. So what are you going to say? That's all I got for you today. Make today magnificent. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Another daily dose of greatness quest.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.